Wow, and did you see mom's hair? I'm telling you guys, she's 60 plus and she's got hair that will put any 20-year-old, 30-year-old, hair to shame because it's so thick, it's so naturally long and it's soft, and she only swears by this homemade shampoo that she does. Before I start and give you the benefits, just remember that any DIY that we recommend here on YouTube, make sure that you test it on yourself and see if at all you are allergic to anything. Basically, you just need to be a little more cautious about what you're doing for your skin and for your hair. Now, keeping all the disclaimer aside, we shall start with this video. So my mother and my auntie stopped using store-bought shampoo, for the last year and a half, almost 2 years. But like she said, as you grow older, your skin and your scalp gets a little more sensitive towards all the chemicals that is infused in store-bought products. It can be cream, it can be hair color, it can be shampoo, anything. There are chemicals, there are paraben, there are sulfates into it. Actually, when I showed you this DIY shampoo on my Insta stories, so many of you wrote back to me saying that you're looking forward to this video only because your scalp has been reacting very badly towards store-bought shampoo. As you grow older, your scalp is going to get more and more sensitive. You're prone to dandruff, you're prone to extreme hair fall. It could also be because of your hormonal imbalance or so many changes that is happening within your body. But anything that is store-bought, the chemicals, the sulfate, the parabens are not helping your hair. The ingredients that goes into this DIY shampoo. Now you need mung beans, or we call it mung beans in India, and you need the green version of it, and you'll find this in any Whole Food stores, or you will find it in your Indian supermarkets or the Chinese counters, because even the Chinese people, Asian people love to eat this a lot, and this is one of the key ingredients in this DIY shampoo. So this is extremely important. You cannot use any other dal, you can't use any other pulses. Please guys, just listen to what I have to say, because I don't want to repeat myself on Insta stories. Don't ask me anything like if I'm allergic to another if I'm allergic to this pulse, is there any other pulse? No, it is enriched with vitamins, minerals and proteins, and also a lot of antioxidants. It will prevent your hair from getting really fragile, and it is so bloody good for your hair. It has so many benefits. It's just going to make your hair a lot more stronger and a lot more thicker. Next one that you use is a Rita powder. I have the Ayumi Rita powder. You can get this in any of your Indian supermarkets. That's what I got at East Ham. If you're in London, you can go to East Ham, and there's so many Indian supermarkets that you can buy the Rita powder. Or soapnut powder is like a natural shampoo, and it has antifungal and antibacterial properties that will just prevent that dandruff from touching your scalp, or even it will make your hair a lot more manageable, a lot more softer. This is extremely important, the soapnut powder, because it cleanses your scalp basically. So you need a cleansing agent in this powder, because what happens is when you put a little bit of water, it gets very hard for it to lather up. So you need a cleansing agent, something to take away the grit and grime on your scalp, and also the dandruff, or whatever that causes extreme hair fall. So I would suggest you to please invest in a Rita powder. You will also get this in Amazon and eBay. I've seen a lot of it, and if you're in India, this is so easily available. The third ingredient that you need is fenugreek. Alright, so this fenugreek seeds that you get again in Indian supermarket, you have to powder it, and this is what it'll look like when you powder it. So my mom has already powdered it, and she has put it in these little tiny bottles right here. She's even written green fenugreek so that I will not mistake this for another masala powder and add it on my head, because I'm more capable of doing that, guys. These days, if my head wasn't screwed to my neck, I would lose that as well. If you have diabetes and you're anemic, fenugreek seeds anyway gives you the benefit of solving those kind of problems. It has so many benefits for your skin, for your body. So imagine what all benefits it will do for your hair. It treats dandruff, it controls hair fall, it cures baldness, and it just adds that shine to the hair. The fourth item that you need is amla powder. Now this dried and powdered Indian gooseberry amla has got so many benefits. What can I tell you? Where do I start off with? Amla powder is anyway so good for your system. It's good when you intake it, as well as you can apply it as a face pack. But when you apply it on your hair, it just conditions your hair to another level. Do you know that it can also give you a very beautiful tint to your hair if you add henna along with amla? That's another thing that I'm going to show you, how to make a homemade hair color that will just give you that natural tint. That will be in my video very soon. It is so good for the hair. Even if you make a paste of shikaka powder, curd and amla powder and just apply that as a hair mask, you will see how wonderfully conditioned and soft that your hair becomes. It just stops hair fall altogether. The third last ingredient is shikaka powder. Back in the day, my grandfather would kill my mom if she bought any shampoo that was bought from the store. He would always insist her to wear shikaka powder, and that is why her hair has always been incredible. In fact, the hair that you're seeing right now, she actually cut her hair and she came here to London, guys. You can get this online as well. This is very important for you to use shikaka because this is like a shampoo. So even if you do not have any of these ingredients, that's all right. You can still use shikaka on a daily basis and it'll still clean your hair. And it's a great source of essential vitamins. It has vitamin C. It's high on vitamin C, and it helps promote hair growth by giving your scalp a collagen boost. When you are born, you have so much of collagen in your strand. That's why a baby or a child's hair is so soft. But as you grow older, that collagen and that keratin, you keep on losing it. And shikaka is something that will just boost all of that into your hair strand. You make this mixture, when you make this paste before you go for your head bath, make sure that the moong dal, the powder is lesser than everything else that you're adding. So make sure that the shikaka is a lot more. So basically it's 1:3. So if you're taking a tablespoon of the moong dal, then make sure that you add about 3 tablespoons of shikaka powder and a 2 tablespoons of amla powder, 2 tablespoons of the Rita powder, and a teaspoon of fenugreek powder as well. Now what you could do is you can make a paste and you can just apply it onto your scalp, but it does have a tendency of leaving granules onto your scalp because of the moong dal. So I prefer, once I have mixed the entire mixture, I put it in a sieve and I just sieve it, okay, so that very finely milled particles come out of it. That is extremely important. And then after sieving it, the fine mixture, the finely milled powder that comes out of it, I love to apply a little bit of rose water just to give it a little more fragrance. I mix little bit of a rose water and water to make into a fine paste, and in that I put my essential oil. You can put any essential oil of your choice. You can put your lavender oil, anything that smells really sweet and beautiful, your vanilla oil. I like the tangerine, so it just gives that nice orangey flavor. Another thing I have to mention, if you have kids and you want to make sure that you want to put them into a routine where you're making a DIY shampoo, in this you can add neem powder or you could add the neem essential oil. What neem does for the scalp is that it'll make sure that your kids doesn't have lice. So after I wet my hair, I take a little bit of the mixture and I just give my hair a very good massage. Alright, the best part about this is you can go with it as many times as you want. It is not going to strip the natural moisture away from your hair. After you apply it and you wash your hair, you can reapply it if you feel you have extra oil. My mom wanted to tell you that having oily scalp is something that she does not mind, because for her, end of the day, she is very much bothered about the texture of her hair. She's bothered about hair fall. Those are the things that trouble her. So a little bit of oil and little bit of dampness, she doesn't care about it. I know with the shampoo you get that very soft feeling, you feel clean. From what I gathered after using this for almost a month, it was very difficult for me to work with it the first time. It felt as if my scalp and my hair was drying. It did feel really way too drying. Alright, and then the second time when I made the second batch, that is why I was trying to tell you, put more shikaka than usual, and then it became a little bit better. Another observation of mine, which is not actually a negative comment, but it doesn't lather. It's just an observation of mine. It just doesn't lather, so it makes it much more difficult for you to work with it. When you oil your hair, this might be quite difficult for you to take all the oil off. After talking to my mom, I've come out with a suggestion for you guys. Alright, when you oil your hair, you can use a store-bought shampoo and just make sure that you lather it really well and strip off every oil away from your scalp. Post that, you can start using this DIY powder. You can use it on a daily basis, you can use it every alternate day, 3 times a week, whatever it is. Don't even touch the store-bought shampoo. What I noticed after the shampoo is my hair fall has completely reduced. But I can promise you this, if you continue with this, you're not going to have any hair fall, any scalp related issue. Your hair is going to thank you for this in the long run. It will make your hair grow really long. So what I do after I wash my hair with this organic powder, this shampoo, is that because of how it feels as if it is just stripping away the moisture and it feels as if it's drying your hair a lot, I put back the moisture with a conditioner. Now I know it's a paradox, not trying to get store-bought things and yet you're applying conditioner, but there are a lot of conditioners out there that are sulfate free, does not have parabens or anything of that sort. But also remember that conditioner should never be applied on the scalp. You always start applying your conditioner from mid-length all the way to the bottom, okay? So it is not touching your scalp. So that is why I suggest you to get a conditioner almost like a hair mask. The conditioner of my choice right now is the Vatika Natural. This is the Black Seed Deep Conditioning Hair Mask, or even if I have oil in my hair, if I oil my hair, I only use the DIY powder. I don't go for the store-bought shampoo anymore. For me, it's not a problem. Like my mother, I'm getting used to the fact that, see at the back, there is a little dampness to it, I have to be honest, but I can just put a dry shampoo and I'm good to go. It doesn't bother me that much, yeah? For me, the condition of my hair, I want my hair fall to stop and I want my hair to become thicker and longer. So that for me supersedes more than vanity. And what I do is just to make it a little more softer on damp hair from, just mid-length to all the way to the bottom, I just apply this hair mask really well and I'll give it a good massage, and then I just tie it up, wear my shower cap and just run hot water over it for about 2 minutes so that it creates the steam. You can do anything, you can even come out of your shower, you can do it with the hair dryer, whatever that causes that steam and gives you that extra moisture to your hair. That steam and the conditioner will just make your strands a lot more softer, much more manageable, and you will be happy with the end results of it. So I hope you really try this out and I hope you enjoy it. I know it's a bit of a high maintenance, I'm telling you right now, but if you can be brave enough to brave it out and just somehow just stick to it, your hair is going to thank you for it. You're not going to have any hair fall. You're going to have thick, beautiful, long hair. It's just, you will notice your hair growing longer and longer as weeks go by. It's just going to help your hair in every way, guys. Especially as a mother, this is something that you can apply to your children, to your daughters. And also if you're expecting, this is something that you can apply on your scalp, something so natural which will do you absolutely no harm and only good. Then you can just try this DIY as well. This is a DIY powder that has age no bar. Anybody can use it, from your children as well as your grandmothers. All of them can use this. It will just give you all the benefits, because right now each and every ingredient is so easily available on Amazon. My mom is definitely my role model. If I can age as well as her with that beautiful long hair and that really soft, supple skin that she has, only because of all the DIYs that she does, if I can age half as well as her, then I'm telling you, I'll consider myself really blessed. I hope you really enjoyed this. Give me your feedback. Do come and say hi to me on my Instagram account. If you have any doubts and you need clarifications, then that's the easiest way to get in touch with me, through Instagram and Snapchat, and I shall clear out all your doubts as much as possible. And until later, bye for now. I shall see you in my next DIY, the hair oil. I haven't forgotten that. Yeah, see ya.